Hey friends, Zack Linder here with Zack Linder, the Zack Pack, powered by Coldwell Banker. I'm based out of the Bexley office here in Central Ohio, and this is my submission for the AI Innovator contest. Now, my submissions may be a little different than some of the others that are out there. Instead of one big tool that has really changed my business, what I've done is I've pieced together a number of smaller tools that I feel like are kind of like a Frankenstein monster that really help elevate my business and automate a lot of super manual processes. Kind of term this CPC, or Capture, Process, Convert. And the goal I'm really trying to do is capture online leads. You know, before this, I was buying a lot of leads from Zillow, Realtor.com, things along those lines, spending a lot of money doing it, and I just didn't feel like I was getting the ROI that I really wanted, mainly because I just had to pay this huge upfront cost. And I realized that Zillow and Realtor, all they're really doing is just casting this huge wide net and to capture phone numbers and emails, and then just nurturing those people until someone raises their hand. I figured I could do all that myself. To start out, I needed to figure out, how do I capture people's attention? And I figured this is mainly gonna work through interviews, photos, and videos. And so to do this, I use a couple of hardware pieces. The first you might notice are gonna be my glasses here. These are the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. They're pretty cool. They do have cameras built into them, as well as a number of microphones, speakers, etc. I can take phone calls on them. I can capture video, I can capture pictures. It's really convenient for whenever I'm in a scenario where, I don't know what's gonna happen, but something cool is just happening right in front of me. I just click this button right on top and I start recording for 2-3 minutes, and I have a little bit of good video content for that. Similarly, I have my DJI gimbal as well as Osmo 3 camera to capture some higher quality video, as well as stabilize my cell phone, which is what I'm capturing this on right now. It allows for a lot of great shots and just high quality type of camera stuff without having to invest a ton of money into it. And then finally, I have my DJI drone, which has some awesome AI. It follows me around, it just tracks on my face, can do a bunch of cool things, and really capture some interesting shots. So once I've captured the various media that I want, now it comes to editing it all down. Now this was the process that I really personally don't love, and it takes me hours to do. Before I was using a lot of CapCut and things like that. Since then, I've transitioned to 2 different programs. The first is gonna be Opus Clip, and the other is gonna be Captions.ai. So Opus Clip is amazing at cutting down long form content. I do a lot of interview type stuff where I'll sit down with someone for 20 minutes and we'll talk it out. I take that 20-minute video, I just throw it into Opus Clip, and what it's gonna do is gonna analyze all 20 minutes of that. It's gonna find probably 15 to 20 different 30-second to up to 1-minute clips within that, and it's gonna cut those based on how it thinks will perform on social media, emails, etc. Once I have those shorter clips, which is fed through the AI, I take those and I post them into Captions.ai. Now, Captions doesn't really deal with long form video, but it's amazing at short form video. And what it will do is it'll take that 1-minute clip and it'll add in tons of creative editing to make it look super, super professional. So it's gonna generate AI images, AI video, it's gonna put in new edits, different sound effects, and it's just gonna look like you paid someone $200 to professionally edit that 30-second clip of yours. And it just really ups the production value considerably, gets a lot more people clicking on it, and really the goal from this is to capture, like I mentioned, their phone numbers and emails through things like TikTok, Facebook, text message campaigns, email campaigns, etc. So once we've captured all the video and the content we want, once we've edited it, what do we do with it all? And so I've really invested heavily into a CRM called Follow Up Boss, and I've integrated it with something called Real Scout. So Follow Up Boss is going to be an amazing CRM tool that really analyzes each individual step that people are taking through my process and builds in tons of automations. So if they do this action, it then moves them to this process. So then I know after they get through 3 or 4 of those different steps, they're now raising their hand and ready for me to deal with. Similarly, Real Scout is a nurturing tool that really takes over your email campaign. So it's gonna send out daily to weekly email blasts to your clients that basically are, if they're buying a house, say, hey, these are 10 new listings in your area that are based on the criteria you're looking for. What do you think of them? And as people click on those different links, the AI is gonna recognize, oh, this range before was 200 to 300,000, but they're clicking almost exclusively on things priced under 225. So it's gonna start recognizing that, and it's gonna send them more and more listings that fit those criteria. And I've noticed that over time, people just start clicking more and more and more and more on my stuff because it just gets better at analyzing actually what they want. And then the real key to all of this, Follow Up Boss and Real Scout, let me see each individual interaction a user takes. So if you click on my email, I know you clicked on the email. I know what time you clicked on the email. I know how many times you clicked on it. But this really does that 80% of the legwork up front, gets people to raise their hands so that I don't need to be chasing everyone around, trying to figure out if they're interested in buying. These are gonna be the ready, willing, and able people that are typically wanting to make a move in the next 30 to 90 days. It filters out a ton of the noise, and really with internet leads, it's not about getting 1 or 2 people from start to finish. It's about starting with 100 people at the top, filtering that down so then you find the 1 or 2 people that are actually ready to buy. And I feel like this system does an amazing job at that. So once again, this is CPC, Capture, Process, Convert, using a number of online tools. My name is Zack Linder. I'm with Zack Linder, the Zack Pack, powered by Coldwell Maker. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you at the next one.
Zack Pack got your back. Any deal, handle that. Get the house exactly how you want. That's the Zack attack. Think about your family. Buying a house is real. He throwing you the keys as soon as we close the deal.